St. Kitts and Nevis is celebrating its 39th anniversary of independence, so we certainly need a theme to commemorate the occasion. How did we get that theme? Well, here comes the winner of the Independence theme competition, Xavienne Roma Richardson, to tell us how she accomplished that goal. We are also going to be talking with Javon Liburd, who is a member of the Independence Organizing Committee, and he will tell us about two new competitions. So it is time for celebration.
Yes,
it is
it
a
is
time
indeed.
for competition, and it is a time to discuss winning. So, Roma, let's talk about that. The theme for this year's Independence.
Good morning. Thank you so much for inviting me to this program this morning. The theme for this year's Independence really was motivated by my own thinking about what we need for the next year and going forward. So refocus, recreate, redesign Independence 39. It reflected for me that shift that I thought that we needed to shift us back on course and to take us even further.
It's interesting.
You spoke to it being something into the future as well. So you're thinking about 40 already, although we're just in 39.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Why was it important for us to, if I have to dissect that theme, refocus? What did you see that we needed to refocus on?
First and foremost, our people. So when I submitted the theme, it had certain parameters. So it had to focus on talent development and it had to focus on sustainability. So when I talk about refocusing, it means refocusing on investing in our people, refocusing on what our priority areas are as well. So getting our heads back on track is precisely what it meant for me.
So is this your first competition that you entered into?
Yes. I usually enter competitions and not win. So it's also the first
so this is your first winning
that
competition.
I've won.
Okay, so congratulations on all of that once again, because I saw her before and I congratulated her prior to this. So Javon, you're welcome, love. It's your turn now.
Well, I just want to start off by thanking everybody who submitted a theme on behalf of the Independence Committee.
Okay.
It's important to note that we had 413, maybe more, because I realized more submissions kept on coming after the deadline was closed. But when we closed it, it was 413.
Wow, that's a
and
lot.
it was quite a task picking the winning one because there were so many really, really good ones. But when we saw the submission, again, and let me point out, we didn't know who it was from. There was no cheating, there was no bias, there was none of that. So let me clear the air, right? We read the submissions and we ranked them. They went to cabinet and they came back to the committee and Roma turned out the winner. And we as a committee, we really, really love the theme, and from feedback from the community persons in the general public, they love the theme as well. So let me formally thank Roma.
Oh, that's sweet.
Congratulations on behalf of the Independence 39 Committee.
So Javon, let me interrupt right there. So there's another first. Speak to us about the Independence Hair Competition.
Yes, definitely. So that was our first competition, and we're launching a number of other competitions today. The first one being the hair competition, the SKN hair competition, and that is a competition that we created for creatives. I think over the years, creatives have been left out a lot, right? Independence is not just for the ministers or the officers, or it doesn't have to be as serious as we make it, right? There's so many ways we can celebrate independence, and this competition shows that. So persons are encouraged to send in their hairstyles, of course, independence themed, SKN themed. So we want to see the flags, the reds, the greens, the yellow, and whatever other symbol that is synonymous with with national pride. It's national pride. So we're encouraging persons to send in their hairstyles. Similarly, if I can go forward, we have another competition. So that was the hair. We have one for the attire, clothes, and that is called Prideful, Pride-FULL, Prideful, right? And we're encouraging persons to design and submit their own unique spin of the national dress.
Okay,
Of
nice.
course, again, we want to see things that are synonymous with SKN pride, the madras, the buckram, the national colors. I mean, you can go far to cut out stars, pelicans, and do whatever you think it is you. Right, we want to see you through this national pride attire.
Nice, nice.
That's a way to make it personal. All right. So if I have to ask Roma for any let's say any connection to the theme chosen for independence and the advice that you would give to anyone wanting to enter these two competitions, since you seem to be lucky all of a sudden competitions, and it is your theme that is the winning one, what would you say?
I really am lucky. I think I would just say be yourself. So as Javon mentioned, we want to see you come through. So I put into that theme the things that I think are meaningful to me, the things that I think identify me, my interests, my passions. So similarly, you can apply yourself, your full self, your authentic self to whatever creative endeavor, creative submission you enter.
So what are the guidelines, Javon, for entry into the two competitions that you mentioned, since we already have a winner for one of the competitions?
Okay, so of course, we are supporting creatives in Sinks and Nevis. So we encourage you to post the photos on your page with hashtags SKN in here and Prideful. Of course, the posters will be posted on the Independence page, Think Nevis Independence, and the SKNIS with the nitty-gritty details, right? But through that, we will, we have hashtags that you must use, right? And through those hashtags, we would share it on our page, and then the competition begins. But before I move on, I also want to talk about two other things, if I can. Well, three other things, if I can, sorry. I want to talk about the Independence Walk that is coming up on the 10th. It's a staple to the Independence celebration. We are starting from the War Memorial at 10. And another staple is the National Color Day. Now, every year we assign a color to a day, and we encourage workers, students, everybody in Sinks and Nevis to wear the assigned color on the day. So we are starting from Friday, September 9th, that's Green Day. On Monday, September 12th, Yellow Day. Tuesday, Black. Wednesday, White. And Thursday, Red. And the last thing, of course, I just want to let people know that they need to save the date and mark it on their calendars. September 30th, we are having the annual Independence Freedom Concert.
Ooh,
so
nice.
That's something to know.
What are the prizes for both competitions?
Well, this year for the theme competition, it's usually $500, right? But keep in mind, we started late, so the competition ran for 2 days. In 2 days, we got over 413 submissions, right? So we're wondering, is it that people are really interested in independence, or did they just want the $1,000 that Roma won? So, but yes, it was $1,000 for that competition, which means that the other competitions' prices has to be increased. So for the other two, it's $1,500. $1,500 for the here competition and $1,500 for the Prideful competition. And for the Independence Walk, we also have a number of prizes for wacky socks, wacky shirt, the youngest walker, the oldest walker, and the first 15 to reach the finish line.
Oh, nice. So we need to get our wacky socks, and we need to be on that trail, Jamie.
Listen, I'm still stuck at the 1,000 or 1,500 in motivation enough, don't you think, Roma?
Absolutely.
All right, so we're talking about, and I get the sense from you when you mentioned it before, that it was about boosting the output of creatives and linking it to Pride Re-Independence 39. So let's talk about how the committee came to decide on hairstyle competition, because there are other avenues for creatives to express themselves. Why the hairstyle?
I think over the years around independence, we see a lot of persons take it upon themselves to be patriotic in so many different ways, right? And one of those ways is the hairstyle, right? I know one lady in particular, I can't remember her name, but she's from New Road, and every year she amazes us with her hairstyle,
yes.
right? And
Cutie.
we thought, yes, and we thought, why not make it a competition, right? Because we have a lot of stylists out there, we have a lot of creatives out there who can do these things. So, I mean, let's slap on an incentive and make that part of the independence celebration, because independence is all of us. We all contribute to this country, creatives, professionals, no matter what line of work you're following, we all contribute to the advancement of this country.
I'm going to put a plug here because I know that schools have rules. I'm hoping that they would relax that for students right now. We're starting. Maybe the students can participate in that competition as well.
That would be sweet.
We'll see. I'm just putting that plug out there. You don't have to do it, but I'm putting it out there.
See.
See, and this also goes back to Roma's theme for independence. We're investing in our people, not only the hairstylists, but the students as well. Make them feel that they're a part of something big.
Well, of course, the students are usually a part of the color day, right? So it's relaxed in the schools where they're encouraged to, get 5 days away from the uniform and wear the red, the green, the yellow, the white, So there are some activities that the Ministry of Education consider, but when it comes to the hair, I don't. I don't know how to answer that.
Yes,
I don't know how to answer that.
I mean, that's where the theme for independence comes in, right? To refocus, to recreate, to redesign. It means we have to really seriously take stock of where we are and where we want to go. We are investing more in creative industries by creating ministries that address them, that help to develop, empower the people working in those spaces. So it means that has to trickle down to the rest of society. We have to start from small so that the preschoolers, everybody knows what it means to be a Kititian and Nivision, and we can aspire to alternative, ways of showing that patriotism.
And that is why she won the
We can see that. I was already thinking 40. There she has her stuff for 40 already.
Hey, you planning to enter that competition again? All right, so Roma, I got to ask you this seriously. Hearing about these competitions, what are you expecting to see?
I really want to see people bringing their true selves. So I, for example, growing up, I've always wondered, what does it mean to be a Kititian and Nivision? How do we record our identity, our history in books? Because, if we're not telling our own stories, somebody will tell them for us.
Yes.
So I want people really to see, that they can be and do whatever they want in this small country, as small as it is. And that's what I'm looking for, in competition going forward, for the theme competition, for the hairstyle competition, for anything that we do and invest and contribute to our country.
Yes.
Wow. There's so much to talk about. We barely scratched the surface. But
Really, indeed. So, Javon, can we have the deadlines for the competition, please, just before we go?
No problem. So the deadlines for both competitions, it starts today and it ends on the 15th. So again, persons are encouraged to share their submissions on Facebook, on their Facebooks, with the hashtags, and then we'll do the rest from there. I also want to say that the official independence calendar will be dropping on Wednesday, and I'm sure Ms. Rattan, the PS Rattan, the chair of the committee, should be here to drop it with you guys.
Oh, nice. Looking forward to that.
Definitely looking forward to it. Cortensia has a thing for babies, so Independence Baby, I'm putting it out there for Cortensia. We never know.
Oh.
You never know. Right, Cortensia?
Because I'm saying we want to know how many babies we get, both in St. Kitts and Nevis on National Heroes Day and Independence Day.
That's
so
a
yeah,
big
pick on
thing,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'll get what I want.
You get what you want. I just want to know if the money. Anyway, never mind. I'm kidding, guys. Thank you so
No,
much.
we're not giving
You're not
prizes
giving-
for baby.
You're not giving prizes for baby.
But ask Miss Sweater.
We will.